meeting to order. Welcome to those of you that are here and joining us on the YouTube channel. If you would please kindly rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you would mind just remaining standing for a moment of silence for Art Domino, a big part of our community, and one of our first inductees to the Wall of Fame. Thank you. The Board of Education officially approved the election May 2025 results at its meeting on Tuesday, May 27, 2025. The successful write-in candidate declined the Board of Education seat. Therefore, the seat for the period from May 21st, 2025 through June 30th, 2027 is considered vacant. The Board of Election will now fill the Board of Education member vacancy in accordance with the law. District Clerk Nigel will be giving the oath to Carisha Hawthorne-Greer.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations and welcome to the Board of Education. As a point of interest, Mr. John Spencer will be taking my seat and joining the Board of Education on July 1st, 2025 through and including June 30th, 2028. Ms. Nigel, may I have a roll call of trustees, please?
President Bush?
Here.
Trustee Duty?
Here.
Trustee Hawthorne-Greer?
Here.
Trustee LaMarca?
Here.
Trustee Long?
Here.
Trustee LeBoyne?
Here.
Trustee Orden?
Here.
All present, 0 absent, 0 excused.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Building updates, final finale. Let's go with Ms. Krumpick in the high school first. Middle school. Sorry. It's the end of the year.
Come on, go out and try to perform.
I am losing it. I've never played to a sold-out audience.
The middle school would like to welcome Jenna Durham to come up with our middle school building updates.
Hi, my name is Jenna Durham and I'm a 6th grader this year at DMS. I'm excited to be sharing our DMS updates with you. On May 30th, our Innovation Station students took part of a field trip going to the Impact Expo at the University at Buffalo to present our passion projects. This was a great experience that let us not only present to our projects, but to allow us to see the other students across Western New York and their projects as well. On June 2nd, the DMS/DHS jazz concert took place. Our middle school students really showcased their musical talents. On June 4th, the middle school inducted 34 new members to the National Junior Honor Society, along with honoring our second-year members with medals. On June 6th was the Darien Lake Music Festival, where our 7th and 8th grade band and chorus students performed. Our 7th and 8th grade chorus came in 3rd overall. On June 12th, the 6th graders had a field day filled with many events like a movie in the auditorium and a kickball tournament at the turf and softball fields. On June 13th, we hosted and honored our students in 8th grade and moving up ceremony, followed by a fun field day. Our 8th grade had a picnic, lunch, bounce house maze, outside games, and a photo booth to help make their last few days at the middle school memorable ones. Today we had our last full day of classes for this school year. Final exams started on June 18th, with the last ones being on June 25th. That's all I have for the middle school updates. Thank you.
Mrs. Kudla, Cayuga Heights, please.
Good evening. I would like to introduce fifth grade student Ryan Kuchkowski.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Kuchkowski, and I will be doing the Cayuga Heights building update. The school year has flown by, and we are in our final few days before summer break. We had an exciting month. We kicked off June with our colorful theme week. We had a surprise visit from the Buffalo Bills as part of their community takeover day. 6 Buffalo Bills players and Billy Buffalo came to Cayuga Heights. Our 5th grade students were able to play interactive outdoor field games with them. Later, the whole school was able to parade around the track and receive high fives from the players. They also randomly gave away some Bill swag to some lucky students. This was surely a day we will never forget. We also had many field trips and activities throughout the month of June. These include the Color Blast Dash, Flag Day and Field Day, to name a few. Our pre-K students had their graduation on June 12th. Our remaining activities include June 18th, Field Day, June 20th, Grade 5 promotional ceremony, June 20th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, noon dismissal, June 25th, last student day. Our summer literacy program starts on July 7th and goes through July 4th. It runs from 9 a.m. until 11:45 a.m., Monday through Thursday at Cayuga Heights. This is all for Cayuga Update. Have a great summer.
Last but not least, Ms. Renzoni, the high school.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight's high school updates will be provided by senior Alana Lucas.
Hi, my name is Alana Lucas. I'm a senior at Depew High School, and I'll be giving you the updates for the Board of Education. So on June 3rd, we had the senior breakfast picnic walk. The seniors started their day with the senior breakfast. They walked down to Cayuga through the middle school and finished at the high school. In each building, the students lined the hallways and cheered for them. The seniors then headed to Chestnut Ridge for a class picnic. On June 4th, the music department banquet. The students from the music department celebrated the end of the year with the banquet and award ceremony. June 5th, the seniors athletes awards night. The senior athletes celebrated at the end of their high school careers with the variety of awards being presented. June 6th, we had the DECA and AOF car show. The 17th annual car show and bike show was a big success for the Academy of Finance. It was a great night for the whole community. June 9th, we had the yearbook distribution day. Students received the yearbooks and had an opportunity to meet in the gym and exchange signatures. June 11th, we had the senior banquet, and the seniors celebrated the end of the year with the dinner and an award ceremony at the Commons. June 5th, we had the AOF banquet. The Academy of Finance was also celebrated at the end of the year at the Collins. The new students were inducted, and a variety of awards were given to the seniors and were recognized for completing the program. And our graduation ceremony will be held at 7 p.m. to honor our seniors.
Thank you, Alana. At this time, Dr. Raby would like to present our student leaders with a special token of appreciation. So I want to come down and hand out certificates. We're done.
Good evening and welcome. Boy, I wish this was our budget hearing night tonight with all the folks in here tonight. We usually have 2 people. I would like to take a moment to recognize a group of our exceptional students who have gone above and beyond in their roles as student leaders this past school year. To our student representatives that are here tonight and participated in our District Board of Education meetings over this past school year, thank you. Your thoughtful updates, insights, and presence at our meetings have provided a valuable student voice, and your contributions have not gone unnoticed. You've represented your classmates, your schools, and this district with pride, professionalism, and a genuine commitment to excellence. Through your dedication and volunteerism, you have shown yourselves to be true ambassadors of the Depew Union Free School District, role models for your peers, and assets to our entire school community. Your strong sense of citizenship and leadership speaks volumes about who you are and who you are becoming. On behalf of the Board of Education, the entire district, once again, thank you and congratulations. Please come forward and receive your certificate when you're called. So we'll start off with Cayuga Heights, Amelia Borden. Awkwardly walks. Shake everybody's hand. Shake everybody's hand. Henry Borden. Are you guys related? Riley McGill. Abigail Smith. Nicholas Zuder. Nicholas. Kennedy Wachowski. Alana Gates. Ryan Kachowski. Sorry. Evangeline Lanthier from the middle school. We're into the middle school now. Luke Herman. McKenna Groff. Olivia Osborne. I know Jenna Durham's here. Jenna. Way to represent the middle school. Andrew Urbino. Madeline Warden London. Reese Ostrowski. Selena Pierce. On to the high school. Kendra Kujinski. Noah Wisniewski. Rachel Jasker. Allison Satarski. Gabriella Redmond. Alexandra Krastiva. Allie Richards. Landon Hibbs. And I know Alana's here, Alana Lucas. Thank you once again.
Thank you to all those students who participated this year and helped us out. We appreciate it. At this time, I'd like to invite Aaron Smith to come forward.
Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you, Dr. Raby, the board, and Mrs. Nischel for helping us to honor and celebrate the remarkable individuals who have dedicated their time and talents and hearts to our school district. Today, we're proud to recognize the retirees whose years of service have made lasting impact on our students, our schools, and our community. We're fortunate to have some wonderful speakers who will share stories, reflections, and heartfelt gratitude for these outstanding educators and staff members. Please join us first in welcoming Dana Besh, who is here to speak on Mary Sharp, her mom. The beautiful thing about Depew is that it really is a family.
Hi everyone. Bus drivers have a tough job. There's a lot of responsibility that is often taken for granted. Driving a bus can be challenging. We all know that bus drivers have to have eyes on the back of their heads. They have to watch the road ahead and see what's happening behind them at all times. After raising her family, my mom, Mary Sharp, spent 23 years driving bus for our Depew students. Mom, we all know you loved your job and your bus students. You genuinely cared about the safety of your students. You made homemade signs to promote positivity and kindness for one another, showered them with holiday gifts and their own little birthday bags to celebrate each and every one. I know you greeted each one of them the way you did your own children with a cheerful good morning and have a great day. Mom, I know how much you loved going to work and how hard this decision was. I also know if you had your choice, you'd still be driving that bus. Retirement now includes more time to spend with your family, especially those grand and great-grandbabies and your close friends. We thank you so much for all you do for all of us.
I'd like to ask Ryan Kuchkowski up here to say a few words as well.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kuchkowski. Miss Mary was my bus driver from my very first day at Cayuga Heights until her last day. She always gave us the best treats at the end of the year. She is dearly missed, and I am so happy to present her with this flower.
Next, I would like to say thank you to Diane Wertner, our amazing kindergarten teacher assistant down in Cayuga. She has been a steady presence in our kindergarten classroom. She has been there to help our youngest learners, whether it was sitting side by side to help a student, calming nerves on a tough day, or celebrating those little victories that happen in our kindergarten rooms every day. She has been an essential part of our students' success and joy. Thank you for your dedication, your compassion, and for making our kindergartners feel seen, supported, and encouraged every step of the way. Now, we have a few words from two of these students. We have Logan and Leo.
Mrs. W helps us at lunch, run the lunch bowl. She helps us with math. Thank you. Hi, my name is Leo. I like Mrs. Warner because I like to give her flowers and play sentences with her. She helps me with my math.
Next we have Dana Besh, here again to speak to us about her friend and colleague, Lisa Hayflick.
Well, they're a tough act to follow because my sister just informed me they're much cuter than I am, and I agree. Good job, boys. It is an honor and a privilege to share the professional accomplishments of my dear friend and colleague, Lisa Hayflick. Once a wildcat, always a wildcat. This wildcat started here in kindergarten and continued her career giving back to the Depew community what was given to her. Lisa, you're an amazing person and a teacher. I know preparing for this moment has been bittersweet. I've watched you this year with both the professional struggles and the celebratory smiles. Teaching has been your world for so long. Although academics have always been your priority, you teach with compassion, kindness, and understanding. You lead by example and are a tough act to follow. You stand up for what you believe in and you look out for others. You always try to make everyone else's world better. You have spent every last minute giving all you could to your students. You still have the passion for teaching in your last year like it was your first. You teach with heart, you give selflessly. I'm not sure how many people know about your little secret daily random acts of kindness. At the start of every day, Lisa sets a goal to complete at least 3 tasks outside of her teaching role that make our work environment a better place. She never seeks public recognition, but relishes in personal satisfaction of doing good for others. There is no way I can share every way that she has made a difference in the lives of others. As a teacher, Lisa spent her career working at the middle school and the elementary level in the general education classroom. She also wrote the gifted curriculum when she was in that role in middle school, provided academic support in mathematics, and has also been awarded the DTO Teacher of the Year by her colleagues. Early in her career, Lisa even was brave enough to take on the cheerleading coach position, although her experience with cheerleading was simply rooting on her students' success in the classroom. Lisa has never been afraid to step in and help when needed. She has actively served her union, participated in after-school activities and functions, led our 4th grade spelling bee, shared the fundraising efforts for our basket raffle to support the Cayuga musical, and actively creates opportunities to give of herself for the benefit of others. Lisa's a giver, not a taker. She's quite the shopper also. She loves finding bargains and finds happiness in gifting them. She always is so generous and thoughtful of her colleagues and her students with her treasures. She finds every possible reason to shower others in appreciation or support. Lisa, we've spent many days reminiscing about the good old days. Next year, I will be at a loss without you, and these days will be added to my good old days. The recent construction project at Cayuga found us roomies in tight quarters for the past couple of years. You generously made room for me to move in and labeled us math soulmates as we grew together professionally. The privilege has been all mine. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate your friendship and have enjoyed watching you interact on a daily basis with our students, especially your kindergartners. Lisa, these memories are something I will cherish always. I watched your kinders confide in you. You opened their hearts and their minds to learning. Listening and watching you work with our littles is a gift. You are a teacher by nature. You fed their bellies and their minds. You listened to their stories, made connections, created engaging lessons, made challenging concepts more reachable, built excitement for learning, and celebrated their successes. You taught the whole child and led by example. I have truly been blessed to have you had a front row seat and watch your magic. Thank you for teaching me and for filling my heart with love and laughter on a daily basis. A superintendent once said to me that a teacher is $1 million investment. You truly are 1 in a million and well worth every penny our district invested in you. You are a gift to our Depew family. Although we wish you much happiness in your retirement, we will be at a loss. Lisa, you will be leaving behind pretty big shoes to fill. I can say quite confidently that no one will ever replace you. You are loved and adored. Your wisdom and compassion gave your students roots to grow and wings to fly. You'll be missed, but never forgotten. After 50 years in Depew, from the start of kindergarten until now, you can finally graduate one final time. Almost. I hope your future is filled with love and laughter, bicycle rides and beach walks, bargain deals and quality time to spend with your family and friends. You more than earned it. Thank you for all you have given to all of us, big and small.
I'd also like to call Ben McGarry up to say a few words for his teacher.
Hi, my name is Ben. I like Miss Haywood because she's beautiful and she teaches me math a lot. I like math. I like about Fun Fridays. I like to do high centers. Thank you, Mrs. Haywood.
Next, I'd like to welcome up Cheryl Pulaski to speak on her friend and colleague, Carrie Schwartzmuller.
I am honored to be here tonight to celebrate my colleague and friend of 30 years, Carrie Schwartzmuller, who's also my neighbor, so she'll never get rid of me. For 34 years, 30 here at Depew, Carrie has dedicated herself to the field of education, shaping the lives of countless students along the way. I was actually on the interview committee that hired Carrie. I still remember that day when she walked into the interview room wearing her blue suit with her teal bow. She demonstrated the confidence and skills that would serve her well as she started on her journey as an elementary teacher at Cayuga. From teaching special education to grade 3 and grade 2, Carrie has shown her dedication to her students and colleagues alike. She was also a member of the PTO and did many, many after-school activities. So Carrie, as you embark on this new chapter of your life, we wish you nothing but health and exciting adventures. May this retirement be a time of relaxation, joy, and fulfillment after your career here at Depew. Thank you.
Now I would like to welcome up two of Mrs. Schwartzmuller's students, Grace and Gwendolyn McClure.
Hi, I am Grace. And I am Gwen. We are very nice. She loves to tell us stories about her dog and her dog Billy. We love it when she teaches us silence. She always supports us. We will miss her.
People are gonna start getting a little taller now. Okay, so next I would like to welcome up Jim Helms, who will speak to us about his colleague and friend, Leslie Ross.
Good evening, everyone. We're here to celebrate the retirement, well, of a lot of people, but Leslie Gross. I am probably more excited than she is, because I am finally moving up in the world and will not be the least senior person in the science department. It's been 14 years. I've been waiting for this day for, 14 years. Although the start of this sounds like a retirement roast, I will keep it sincere. Leslie was my mentor. Well, half mentor. We will say she was the better half of my mentoring because Aaron Nolan was the other half. But in reality, she has been my mentor for more than just teaching. She has taught me about life. She has taught me about raising children. She has taught me about negotiations and contract language. She has taught me about classroom management and how to run a classroom. Most importantly, she has taught me the importance of naming your BMW. Leslie and I have always had these connections between our lives. She is a geologist, I am a geologist. She went to Buffalo State and Canisius, and I received my master's from Buffalo State and Canisius. I even taught her daughter 8th grade science in Williamsville before I came to Depew. Plus her taste in vehicles is impeccable. Leslie Gratz will be missed in the middle school and on our DTO executive committee. Throughout her career as a teacher, she has done many great things. One of her more recent accomplishments was that she was a New York State master teacher. As a current master teacher myself, I know the intensity of the process to get into the program and the dedication to education that you have to have in order to be a part of this program. Leslie was also a science ambassador for the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and as well as a certified Project Lead the Way biomedical science pathway teacher. She has also presented for Science Takeout and Western Stannis mini conferences. She's judged mid-level biology presentations for the New York State Science Congress and received the 2012 New York State United Teachers Leadership Award. Leslie, you were a part of every science teacher's hiring process in our current department. You not only have changed the lives of all the students in Depew, but all of the teachers in our department as well. And now you are starting the next chapter in your life. We wish you the best and hope that you enjoy a well-deserved retirement.
I'd like to call Allie Richards up right now to share a few memories.
Good evening. Tonight we are recognizing a selfless teacher who has dedicated her knowledge to guiding and inspiring the students of Depew. Ms. Gratz has taught in the district for 27 years. Throughout her time at Depew, she has brought science to life. Ms. Gratz didn't just teach us about science, she taught us how to think, ask questions, and be curious about the world. She made science fun even when it was hard. Ms. Gratz was patient with us, she believed in us, encouraged us, and reminded us that mistakes were a part of learning. Thank you for all that you have put into the students of Depew, past and present. You've made a difference and we won't forget you. We hope your retirement is full of relaxation and maybe a few science experiments just for fun.
And last but not least, we would like to welcome up Sal Carlino to speak on his friend and colleague, Mark Dorenzo.
Hi, everyone. Mark has been a fixture here at Depew, starting as a student and a graduate, a parent whose kids went through the district, and then a valued member of the staff here as a social studies teacher. I've had the pleasure of working with Mark for 24 years, and in those years, I've seen him take many leadership roles in the district, working on curriculum, a coach, an advisor, and a sympathetic ear for students. One of my favorite things to look forward every year while, during these 24 years was on Bonfire Day during Rivalry Week to see Mark out on the flats standing on a giant mountain of pallets directing all the kids. I don't know if you played with Lincoln Logs, but they didn't come out that good. So. I think back to my first year at Depew, and it reminds me of some of the tips that he gave me as a first-year teacher, which I incorporated into my teaching, and it really helped me out along the years. I've had the honor of teaching his children and getting to know him and Leah outside of school life, and it really makes me feel good to think back on that. Mark has made many connections over his time here, either through professional development, coaching clinics, connecting with the parents of his students and his athletes, or just being a member of the Depew community. His success as a football coach, wrestling coach, and other sports has been, well documented. And now, as the announcer for Depew football, I have to announce him as a rival on the football field. But that's okay. That just shows his success is well known and valued. It'll certainly be different here without Mark, but the impact he's left on the district and the legacy that he has will continue to influence this district for years to come. I'm proud to call him not only a colleague but a friend. So Mark, on behalf of the Social Studies Department, the students, staff, and the Depew community, we want to wish you all the best in your next chapter of life. Good luck and God bless.
And then we have Tristan Richards, who will come up and say a few words.
Good evening. Tonight we celebrate the end of an era, the retirement of Coach Lorenzo, otherwise known as Pops. Coach, you have been a mentor to so many boys over the years, a motivator, a true cornerstone of this football program. Pops, known by his players past and present, has led with integrity, heart, and true passion for the game. More importantly, for young men who have played under his guidance. Through it all, Coach has stood on those sidelines through Friday night lights, rainy practices, but wins and losses were never the full measure of his success. He taught accountability, discipline, and resilience. Coach, your legacy is within the hearts of every player who has ever stepped foot on the field. It's in the lives you've changed. On behalf of every player who ever wore a Depew jersey, we say thank you. You may be stepping off the field, but never forget, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Enjoy your well-earned retirement, Pops. You've earned it.
I'd like to just stand up one last time so we can give them a nice round of applause. We appreciate all that you have
acknowledge our teachers receiving tenure this year. We'll start with Mrs. Krumpick with the middle school, please.
Good evening. It is with immense pride and deep appreciation that I stand before you today to celebrate and formally recommend tenure to a truly exceptional educator, Mrs. Leah Robinson. Leah has been a dedicated member of our Depew Middle School community for the past 4 years, serving as our 6th grade math teacher. From the very beginning, Leah brought with her not only a deep understanding of math, but also a passion for teaching, a heart for building relationships, and a remarkable ability to connect with students, families, and colleagues. In her classroom, Leah creates a space where learning is engaging, challenging, and accessible for all of her students. She meets every child where they are at and helps them believe in their potential, even when they may not yet believe in it themselves. She celebrates growth, fosters resilience, and makes math not only meaningful, but a whole lot of fun. Her students know they are seen, heard, and valued, and that is a gift that reaches far beyond any lesson plan she could write. She takes on any challenge that is presented to her. For example, This year, she created an honors math curriculum for our sixth grade math students. Leah's impact, however, stretches well beyond the four walls of her classroom. She is a pillar of our school community, a colleague others look to for guidance, collaboration, and support. She has served as a middle school web advisor, helped transition incoming students through our fifth grade summer boot camp program, and has been an active and respected member of the Building Culture Committee, the Shared Decision-Making Team, and our PBIS Committee. At the district level, Leah brings the same energy and commitment, coaching JV volleyball and flag football, modeling sportsmanship, teamwork, and positivity to students in new and different ways. Whether in the classroom, on the field, or in committee meetings, Leah leads by example. She steps up, pitches in, and always looks for ways to make her school a better place for kids. What truly sets Leah apart is her unwavering dedication. She is the kind of educator who always goes above and beyond, staying late to support a student who needs extra help, taking time to reach out to families, or contributing thoughtful ideas to strengthen our programs and initiatives. Her presence in our building has elevated the culture of DMS, making it more inclusive, more supportive, and more student-centered. Leah Robinson embodies everything we hope for in an educator: compassion, excellence, professionalism, and an unshakable belief in her students. It is with great pleasure and full confidence that I support Leah's tenure. We are so very lucky to have her, and I know the best is yet to come. Congratulations, Leah, and thank you for all you do for our building.
Congratulations. At this time, Mrs. Kugler would like to come forward and say a few words.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to stand before you this evening and talk about 5 remarkable individuals from Cayuga Heights. I'm going to start in alphabetical order. First, I would like to speak about Miss Allie Eden, who is now Miss Allie Geary. She came to us as Miss Eden. She is now Mrs. Geary. I can remember when we were first told by Dr. Raby that we were able to hire an additional school counselor. It came through the extra COVID funds that were sent to us. And we had a cross-section committee, K through 12, and we sent 2 candidates to Dr. Raby. And I can say that he made the right decision in hiring Mrs. Geary. Mrs. Geary is the counselor for our special classes. She also is the counselor for our at-risk students, and now most recently she works with our pre-K students. She has developed a program and come into her own throughout her years at Cayuga Heights. You can see Mrs. Geary anywhere throughout the building. She is always smiling, energetic, and willing to help a hand wherever she can. She has contributed to our MTSS committee. She was a member of our Culture, Climate, and Inclusivity Committee. She is part of the SMART Collaborative. She is TIG trained. She's also a volunteer girls varsity lacrosse coach. You can see her in all aspects of the district. I cannot say enough about Mrs. Geary. She is a true Wildcat through and through, and she is definitely an asset to our district. It is with great pleasure that I recommend her for tenure this evening. Next, I would like to move on to Mrs. Jenna Lawfer. Mrs. Lawfer took a gamble coming to us. She came to us from the Buffalo Public Schools, and she started out as a teaching assistant in first grade. With over a decade of classroom experience as a teacher, she took the role as teacher assistant. We quickly saw how talented and gifted she was in the classroom, and she was appointed to a first grade position where she has been since. Mrs. Lawfer works very well with her colleagues. She is also involved in every facet of our building. She is a standing member of our MTSS committee and comes to us with a lot of experience in that realm. She's on the field day committee, the behavior committee. She volunteers at almost every event, and she was a Depew Discovery Night volunteer, which was a great event that we just had. It is with great pleasure that I recommend Mrs. Loffer for tenure as well. Next is Miss Allison Reiner. Miss Allison Reiner is a 12-1-1 self-contained teacher. I've known Allison since she's been a student in college. She came to us and she was subbing throughout college. She would sub on her breaks, any days off, getting to know the building and building her craft. We had an opening in a self-contained class, and whenever we have an opening for special education, we really look for individuals that have a passion. And specifically in this case, a passion for working with our 12-1-1 students. And I can remember interviewing her when she first started. A little nervous, and by the end of the second question, she knocked our socks off. Her answers were amazing, and you could truly see the passion that she had for working with our special needs students. She has grown tremendously as an educator over the past 4 years. She's been involved on our report card committees, our piloting committees, Color Blast Dash, Discovery Night, and she also looks to improve herself. She is our only certified Orton-Gillingham dyslexia specialist in the district, which required her to take 60 hours of additional coursework and pass 3 exams to become that. She has proven herself over and over again as a fantastic educator, and it is without reservation that I recommend her for tenure this evening. Next is Miss Anne Marie Tedesco, who could not be with us this evening. But I have known Miss Tedesco since she was in kindergarten. So this is a full circle moment being up here to recommend her for tenure. The bright-eyed, cheery little girl has turned into the full-grown, fantastic, bright-eyed, enthusiastic teacher who loves coming to school and working with her kids each day. When you envision a kindergarten teacher, you see Miss Tedesco, and that is the picture that you would think of. She has been involved in almost every aspect of the building, from being a PTO executive board member. She runs our kindness club, our running club. She's assisted with the musical. She's been on the field day and literacy committees. She has been the modified cheerleading coach and can be seen volunteering all throughout the district. I have been fortunate to watch her grow as an individual from childhood into the fine young woman that she is today, and it is without reservation that I recommend her for tenure as well. And lastly, I would like to talk about Mrs. White. Mrs. White was a mid-summer hire. We had an unexpected opening, and she came in to interview. And she was a former student teacher. She actually student taught in kindergarten. She left for a number of years, worked in a neighboring district, and applied to come back to Depew. We thought she was the perfect candidate for kindergarten when we interviewed her. And at the time, I thought we were right, but now I feel she is the perfect pre-kindergarten teacher. She has since switched, and she is one of our full-time pre-kindergarten teachers. The love that she has for her students, and you can see by all of those students who are here tonight, raise your hands, boys and girls, if you are here for Mrs. White. The love that her students have for her is the love that she gives back to each and every student. She goes above and beyond for students and families, and she wants to make sure that they have the perfect school experience because she is the first teacher that they will have at Cayuga Heights when they come to pre-K. She volunteers for everything. She is willing to help wherever she is needed. She has also presented at our superintendent's conference days and has attended a number of national conferences to better her craft. I am pleased to recommend Mrs. White for tenure, and I just want to say that these 5 individuals are outstanding individuals, and I know we have some leaving, but we are in good hands, and I will greatly miss those that are leaving, but those that are coming, you have big shoes to fill. Thank
At this time, we'd like to recognize a couple student board representatives. Maggie Bush and Cody Williams have been a part of the board for this year. We recognize our student board representatives for their outstanding service, leadership, and commitment to represent the student voice within the Depew Union Free School District. Their thoughtful insights, active engagement, dedication have provided the Board of Education with a valuable student perspective throughout the year. They have served not only as liaisons between the student body and school leadership, but as true ambassadors of our district's values. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, faculty, and staff, thank you for your contributions. Your voices have made a lasting impact, and we look forward to seeing all that you do and accomplish in the future. Mr. Scuchelli.
Good evening. The Athletic Department and the Board of Education would like to recognize the Unified Bocce and Unified Basketball teams for their outstanding success this year, earning a conference championship in bocce and a sectional championship in basketball. While winning certainly can be fun, the true purpose of our unified program is to create and maintain inclusion, understanding, and meaningful relationships and friendships between athletes and partners. That purpose is achieved daily, not only during practices and games, but also in Mrs. Malish's room, where our partners and athletes interact with each other regularly to make everyone's day better, not just the athletes. Pictured is Quinn McKay. Take a look up there if you haven't seen it already. Being introduced at our first school-wide unified basketball assembly. A moment that reflects the heart of the program. To me, this screams our shared vision of inclusion, meaningful relationships, experiences, and happiness. Thank you to all of our athletes, parents, partners, and coaches. Mrs. Tracy Malish, Mr. Rick Wargala, Mrs. Kristen Dolan, and Mrs. I'm not a coach, you are a coach, Leah Dorenzo, for making Unified such a, that's right, she is a coach, yes, for making Unified such a powerful and successful part of the Depew community. At this time, I'd like to have Coach Malish, Coach Dolan, and Coach Dorenzo, as well as both the Unified Bocce and basketball teams, come up to the podium to receive a team certificate commemorating their successes in the fall and spring seasons.
For those that have never seen a unified event, it is truly inspiring. I've watched a lot of sports in my life. My daughters have played travel volleyball, basketball, and I still to this day, and I tell them this, I would rather watch a unified event any day just from the sheer enjoyment of the kids playing. It's not about winning and losing, it's about being a part of a team. These guys do an amazing job, not only being a part of a team, but also winning and having a good time at the same time. So coaches, thank you very much for all your hard work. Athletes and partners, great job on representing Depew and winning a couple championships. Thank you very much. Mr. Carlino, if you wouldn't mind coming and giving a few words about freedom in America, along with Mr. Donald Teresa and Mr. Joseph McConnell.
I'm gonna let Mr. Teresa take the lead on this.
All right.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Thank you.
It's all his in 3 years.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to thank the school board and Dr. Raby for the opportunity to be here tonight to showcase some of the great work being done by our middle schoolers. Normally, Mr. Carlino would be here this year to do the presentation and the assembly, but I took the lead while he was out on medical leave. It was a truly fulfilling and proud moment for me, seeing these young people put their hearts into the work for the contest. For the past 51 years, Depew Middle School has held the Freedom in America essay and poster contest. This annual event is one of the high points on the middle school calendar. Earlier this year, 7th and 8th graders at Depew Middle School created posters and/or wrote essays on the topic Freedom in America. Ideas ranged from American history to contemporary issues. On May 16th, the Freedom in America Assembly was held in the high school auditorium in front of the entire middle school student body, family of the finalists, and our panel of judges. Those judges included Dr. Raby, Board of Education Trustee Mr. Lamarca, Depew Mayor Kevin Peterson, Lancaster Supervisor Robert Leary, Erie County Legislator Frank Todaro, Assembly Member Patrick Klaczynski, and representing the U.S. Navy, Petty Officer First Class Brendan Bringhurst. Joe Pagano organized the poster portion of the contest. Unfortunately, Joe was unable to be here tonight, but if he was here, I'm sure he'd comment on the depth of ideas the kids had for their posters. The winner of the poster contest was 7th grader Rhea Ortiz, who is here with her family tonight, and at this time I will ask her to please stand and show the board members and the audience this evening her artwork for the assembly. Congratulations again, Rhea. And for the essay portion of the contest, the 5 finalists read their essays before the panel of judges and the assembled audience. The winner of the essay contest was 8th grader Hamid Habibullah, who told a very personal story about coming to America for freedom. Unfortunately, Hamid could not be here this evening, but we will still take the time to congratulate him anyway. So let's just give a round of applause for him. once again, I want to thank the board and Dr. Raby for having us here this evening, and we look forward to next year and presenting the winners of the 52nd Freedom in America contest. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Dr. Mrs. Spada, on the district comprehensive improvement plan.
Well, if that's not an exciting conclusion to tonight's events, I'm not really sure what is. So I will keep this extremely brief. I just wanted to go over the priorities of the district, and these align with our district comprehensive improvement plan and our Stronger Connections grant. They are in the areas of climate, engagement, and achievement.
Yep, I don't see it.
Get it from Dave. Does Dave have it?
You have it?
Well, we only have the
No.
one slide.
You did, what?
Yeah, that's all I
Okay,
have.
well, that's okay. I'll just talk. No biggie. I'm good at that. So in the areas of climate, we have done quite a bit of training this year on trauma, illness, and grief, also known as TIG training. This will influence the counseling plan that our counselors are currently working on, and the crisis plan that we are developing as well. The social emotional surveys that we've conducted for faculty, staff, students, and families, including ones from Evaluative Beings in Lincoln, have really given us some great insight how the staff and the students are feeling in the district and what improvements we can make to improve that. We've also participated in the BOCES Community Schools Closer, which allows us to collaborate with other schools and learn how they are encouraging a more inclusive and accepting environment within their schools. And we have, as a result of that, also been able to open the Family Support Center at Hugo Heights this year that all of the students and families in the district will benefit from. Finally, we are collaborating with FATE, which is Families Aimed Toward Excellence, and a social worker from their organization has helped us this year and will continue to do so next year. And we also look forward to hiring our own social worker in-house next year. For engagement, we have used Thought Exchange, which I'm sure if any of you have been in the district for a few years, you've seen some Thought Exchange come your way around a variety of topics, and that's been very helpful to get feedback from the community. Depew Discovery Night is another way that we have encouraged engagement this year. I would hope that some of you were there and enjoyed that night. It was wonderful to see all the families and students here just celebrating all of the great things that we do here at Depew. Again, the Family Resource Center is open at Hugo Heights and will service all of our families this year. And we also have collaborated with Cross Training Athletics and Coach Masters, who has worked with several teams on team building and character education. Finally, in the area of achievement, we have worked quite a bit on our district's MTSS structure this year, which is multi-tiered systems of support. It's ways of meeting students where they are and encouraging growth from the points where they are and helping them with their skill deficits. And several of the teachers and administrators in the district attended a conference in February and brought back all that we learned to really develop the plan this year. I'm going to jump down to the curriculum work that we're doing. We're working on mapping our curriculum in grades 6 through 12. In addition to some of the elementary courses will be beginning to map their curriculums next year. The reason we do that is to ensure consistency and with teaching practices and assessments so that all students are learning the same thing and we're not creating gaps in knowledge and what's being presented to them in the classroom year after year. And the last thing that I'll talk about is how we are using the money from this district comprehensive improvement grant. And that's with the addition of an ELA academic intervention teacher at the middle school. We utilized the money for this last year and we will continue to do that again this year. It allows us to be more flexible when servicing students and better able to meet their individual needs. Again, with all of this work that we're doing, teachers will continue to do a lot of the mapping work and the work on the curriculum throughout the summer and into the next school year. And I'm hoping that we will make great gains in all of these areas throughout the next school year as well. Does anybody have any questions?
Are all these things up on the website?
They will be. So the MTSS plan will be up there. It is not yet. And when the curriculum maps are completed, they will be up on the website as well.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Finn. This is the time of the board meeting agenda when district residents may address the Board of Education with their concerns. Each resident has up to 3 minutes to address the board. A total of 15 minutes will be allowed for each public forum. This public forum is for items that are on the agenda. Okay. May I have a motion based on the recommendation of the interim superintendent to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. A few notes. We'd like to welcome a few people to the Wildcat family. Henry Furman III and Nicholas O'Connell will be maintenance mechanics. We have a Mary McPherson, special education teacher joining us. Spencer Marlin, a art teacher. John George, a high school social studies teacher, is joining us here in the back. Congratulations, welcome to the family.
He's a former legend, but now he is a Wildcat.
Everybody's got fun.
Welcome, Mary. I was told she's in the audience also. And Elizabeth Merrill at the middle school special education teacher also. So welcome. A lot of papers. I'm losing my spot here. On behalf of the district and the Board of Education, I extend our sincerest congratulations to all those retiring and on those receiving tenure this year. To our retirees, thank you for your years of dedicated service, unwavering commitment to our students, and the lasting impact you've made in our school community. Your legacy will continue to shape lives for years to come. It's nice to see students that come to Depew, go through the system, become teachers, then come back and teach. It's pretty neat. To our newly tenured educators, this milestone is a reflection of your excellence, professionalism, and the meaningful difference you make each day in your classrooms. We look forward to the continued contribution you'll bring to our district. We celebrate each of you and offer our heartfelt gratitude and congratulations to the years to come. Thank you for your dedication to our district. To the new teachers, we're thrilled to have you join our dedicated community of educators. Your passion, creativity, and commitment to student success are truly valued. As you begin this exciting journey, know that you have the full support of your colleagues and administration. We look forward to the positive impact you'll make on our students and school community. Thank you for choosing to inspire and educate with us. Welcome to the team and the family. We celebrate each of you and offer our heartfelt gratitude and congratulations. Thanks again. Under new business, may I have a motion based upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent to authorize the attached list of excess textbooks, instructional materials, furniture, and scrap surplus maintenance equipment to be declared surplus.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. May I have a motion based upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent to authorize the attached vehicle identified as a 2014 Thomas bus to be reclassified as surplus equipment.
So moved. Second.
Questions? All in favor? Motion carried. This is the time the board meeting agenda when district residents may address the Board of Education with their concerns. Each resident has up to 3 minutes to address the board. A total of 15 minutes will be allowed for each public forum. This public forum is for items that are on the agenda. Not on the agenda. All right. Student board member and board member reports. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Raby again for coming out of retirement, joining us again, righting our ship. We appreciate all his professionalism, his dedication to the Wildcat community. He steps up every time we need him. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much.
history is, was living history of Depew. I mean, anything you ever wanted to know about this town, that man knew it and often told us what it was. And today's a day steeped in history. We got old teachers, retired teachers, new teachers. We have new board members. We have outgoing board members, incoming, former board members, football coaches leaving and going to arch rivals. That's what I heard. And it's quite, it's been quite a few years, and I want to thank you all the retirees for all that you've done. Legends in the good way, not the Lancaster way. And no offense. And to the new people, welcome. And we have our incoming superintendent sitting here with us, which is exciting. We're never hiring you again.
Thank you.
No, actually, Jeff, in the unlikeliest of tales, Jeff came back and did, in fact, right our ship. So thank you, Jeff. And Todd got to be the vice president during the 4 weirdest years in history. And good job, buddy. Good job during the time off. So thank you all. And just on a side note, for all the support people have given me, I appreciate that as well. Thank you. And now Bart's running.
Barely. It was Spencer's fault, by the way, so everyone knows. Pat was there.
While you're heading down there, I'll just want to say thank you to the entire district, faculty and staff for an amazing year. Everybody always does exceptional work around here, and it's great to be a part of this community. It really is.
Well,
Yeah, I thought he was.
Bart's still doing that. Mrs. Crumpek has my daughter, my eldest, getting done with middle school and having run the complete middle school gauntlet. I just want to say I'm very impressed by you and your staff. And the amount of times I've been called bro or brop the last 3 years, your staff also must have the patience of Joe. So, and Mr. Dorenzo, or Mr. I'm sorry, high school, my daughter's your problem now. Have a go with Mr. Dorenzo.
So as Todd alluded to earlier, much earlier in the meeting, this will officially be his last board meeting with us. So I just wanted to take a minute or two to thank Todd for his service, for the last 9 years of service and the last year as our board president. Personally, so I'm on my 3rd year. Todd, you've been a great mentor. Really, really appreciate it. You taught me a lot. Can't thank you enough. So we did get you a couple of gifts. Do you just want to come on down? And I did try to keep as many people here as possible for you, but I just couldn't sell it.
This is still the biggest board meeting in 4 years.
Yeah. So again, Todd, on behalf of the Board of Education and the Depew school community, thank you.
Thank you. I really didn't have a speech or anything, but thanks to everybody. I did this for the students. I teach to get paid and feed my family, but Depew is an amazing community. We did live in Lancaster, and before our kids got into school, we moved down here, down the road. It's the best move we ever made, and there's amazing people in Depew. It's definitely a job, so I appreciate it. On that note, anybody else have anything to add? Nope. I might as well adjourn while I'm done here. Reorg meetings July 1st, 2025 at 7 a.m. If anybody's up and want to see an exhilarating meeting in last 5 minutes, feel free to join us.
We fully expect you to be in the audience.
Well, it better because he's going to be elected.
I'll be on the YouTube channel. All right, we have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved. Second.